Jose, first of all, great to see you and congratulations. What does it mean to you to be on the Hall of Fame at the LMA?
Of course, I'm very flattered, I'm very honored. But more important than that is my happiness to see some good friends, especially this older generation, the generation before my arrival in England. It's amazing to see them all. And really great emotion. Mr. Roy Hodgson, Sir Alex, Martin O'Neill. It's amazing to see them.
I'm sure you had more than half an eye on what was happening last week with two of your former clubs in Manchester United and Tottenham. Tottenham Hotspur finally got that trophy. Were you leaning towards either side in who you wanted to win, and what impact do you think that outcome of that game will have on both clubs moving forward?
The impact is obvious. Tottenham plays Champions League, and of course for Mr. Levy, the millions that the Champions League gives for him is the best news. For the fans, for the players, for Ange, is the title. And yes, the game was not amazing, but they made history for Tottenham because Tottenham didn't have a trophy for so many years. From what I read, it's just what I read. The impact on Manchester United, of course, is huge in the sense of for how many years Man United is not involved in any European competition. But at the same time, it looks like they are supporting Ruben. They are giving him time and conditions to go forward. And that's, as I read some quotes from him, saying that he's happy that he came and had already this 6 months. When I went to Porto, it happened the same to me. I went in January. I had a difficult 6 months. We were struggling even to qualify for UEFA Cup, and then happened what happened 2 days after. But when you ask me if I was cheering, I was divided because by one side, I love United. I have a fantastic relation with Ruben, but in the other side, when I saw Sonny crying with the cup, and also for Tottenham fans, as of course a special feeling. So,
Jose, you're the only manager to have won all 3 European trophies.
Yeah.
Your former club are in with a big chance of emulating what you've done individually. What would it mean to you and to Chelsea, do you think, to get the full set?
No, in this moment there is one coach, one player. Me and Emerson. What means for Emerson, only him can say. What means for me means my big tattoo on my arm, because I'm the only one to do it. I think Chelsea is a club that wants to win Champions Leagues, not Conference Leagues, but it's a trophy. And to be the only club in the world to get all 3 is amazing. But attention with Betis. I think Betis can compete. They have a team, they have an experienced coach, they have a great mentality too. So I think it's going to be a good fun.
Jose, I know you got to go, but very final question. Inter Milan 2010, you were the boss when they won the Champions League. They're back in the final on Saturday. What chance do you give them, and how much are you hoping that they can return that Champions League to the San Siro?
I'm going to be very naughty, but very honest. I was worried they could win the treble, because I didn't want them to win the treble. The treble is mine. But now that they lost the championship and the Italian Cup, I would love them to win the Champions League. But of course, Luis Enrique is doing an amazing job in Paris. He transformed the team. They lost, let's say, the player number 1, but they rebuilt it in a fantastic way. So if Luis win, I'm also happy for him.
José Mourinho, currently at the helm of Fenerbahçe, shared his insights on the upcoming Champions League and Europa Conference League finals during a press conference on May 27, 2025. while also reflecting on Manchester United's recent Europa League final loss to Tottenham Hotspur. With his extensive history in European competitions, having won the Champions League with Porto and Inter Milan, the Europa League with Manchester United in 2017, and the inaugural Europa Conference League with Roma, Mourinho expressed intrigue about the Champions League final matchup between Inter Milan and Paris Saint-Germain, set for May 31, 2025. He noted Inter's tactical discipline under Simone Inzaghi as a potential edge, while also acknowledging PSG's attacking flair with players like Kylian Mbappé. For the Europa Conference League final, scheduled for June 4, 2025, between Fiorentina and Olympiacos, Mourinho predicted a tight contest, citing Olympiacos' resilience in European competitions as a factor that could challenge Fiorentina's technical style, turning his attention to Manchester United's 1-0 defeat to Tottenham in the Europa League final on May 21, 2025. Mourinho offered a balanced perspective on Ruben Amorim's situation. Having guided United to the same title in 2017, Mourinho empathized with Amorim's challenges, noting the immense pressure of managing a club of United's stature amid a disastrous 15th-place Premier League finish. He praised Tottenham's Ange Postecoglou for delivering a trophy after 17 years, highlighting Brennan Johnson's first-half goal as a moment of clinical finishing that United lacked. However, Mourinho cautioned that while Spurs' victory secured them a Champions League spot, it might mask deeper issues, as their 17th-place league position mirrors United's struggles. He suggested that both clubs need significant structural changes beyond a single trophy, drawing from his own experience where Europa League success didn't fully stabilize United's trajectory. Mourinho also commented on Amorim's future, acknowledging the young manager's potential despite the loss. He recalled his own Europa League triumph with United, which secured Champions League qualification but didn't prevent his eventual departure 18 months later, underscoring that such wins can buy time but not immunity. Mourinho noted Amorim's post-match comments about using the absence of European football to focus on domestic improvement, agreeing that more training time could help United address their tactical and mental shortcomings. However, he warned that United's hierarchy and fans might not tolerate another poor season, referencing Amorim's own admission that patience would be at the limit without a trophy. Mourinho concluded by wishing Amorim resilience, emphasizing that managing United requires not just tactical acumen but also the ability to navigate the club's intense expectations.